All right, guys. A little bit of technical difficulties getting things connected. That's why we're, I don't know, a few minutes late, 10 minutes late or so. Um, Everything's good, as you guys can tell. I don't know. Let me know how my sound looks and the picture looks. We were having issues at first. And as you can see, Steven's trying to still get his stuff corrected.
Oh, no, I was just
Uh,
looking for something.
Go through some of these comments. Roger Berry. Let's see how well this goes tonight. Roger Berry says, hello from Barbaro, Wisconsin. Getting up tomorrow, headed to Nashville to get a new Volvo VNL. Kind of excited and kind of going to miss my Cascadia. I hope is all well. I hope that you have good luck with that Volvo. And he says it's a company truck because I asked him. And, of course, thank you because I gave him congrats. Chris is in the house. Hey, Chris, how you doing, buddy? And he also mentions, hey, you got until February 26th for the free registration tickets to Matt's. Come and see James and Steve and Mellow Yellow at the show. Most definitely. Anybody give me a heads up on the sound and the picture? Yo, says James Soul. How's things going, buddy? I hope things you're getting fixed with your truck. Hello from South Dakota, JCT 8372. Okay, I got it on my phone here too. It actually looks pretty good on the phone. I don't know what it sounds like. So Roger Berry says it's all good. So I end up hooking up to the home internet. It seemed to work. Sometimes this iPad works really well, and sometimes it kind of slow. Good. Okay, so your truck's all good. Okay, great. And okay, so everybody's saying it's all good. Michael Shepard says it's good. All right, guys. So we got Steve on the show tonight. And Just Trucking said good deal. We got Steve on the show tonight. And guys, don't forget, just like Chris said, we got Matt's coming up is it the 26th, 27th, and 28th, I believe, of March.
26, 27, 28.
That's it. We got Matt's. Me and Steven will both be there. I'll be there, obviously, with Mellow Yellow. I haven't put out a video on the truck yet. I did get it all decaled and logoed up. Y'all got a little bit of a sneak peek in the messages if you looked. Truck looks freaking awesome. I couldn't be happier. Little shout out to the people that did it. They're out of Elk Grove Village, Chicago. Total Truck Branding. Country, if y'all know who his YouTube channel is, he recommended me there. And guys, I couldn't be happier with what they did on my truck. It looks great. I can't wait to do a walk around video in the next day or two. And hopefully, tomorrow's supposed to be cold again in southern Florida. I don't know, and I don't understand why it's so damn cold. It's like 40 degrees tonight, but Wednesday and Thursday is supposed to warm up, and when it warms up, I plan on cleaning it out and doing a complete walk around. You guys will get to check it out. Got my truck back. Driver manager's working me to Phoenix so the Kenworth mechanics can fix on it. Okay, that's good news. And Chasing Ninja is on here. How's it going, Steven? We did a long talk yesterday, and I think you're getting your stuff set up now to where you're going to come to Detroit also. That's all good. Hey, Rabbit followers, the all great Steven and my handsome husband. Awesome. I'm going to talk one thing, and then I'm going to put the floor to Steven, and we'll get to talking business here. But I haven't completely made my mind up yet, but I am very seriously thinking about going to that percentage. I talked to my driver manager today. He happened to be one of the driver managers that is going to be doing it. I know I've talked trash about it, but I've gotten a lot of good feedback from a lot of drivers. Guys, use me as the guinea pig. I always said, use other people as guinea pigs. Well, I kind of use the other guys as guinea pigs, but you guys are interested, man. It's gonna come open in April, but they mentioned it this morning, and I talked to the driver manager about it. And I think I'm going to give it a shot and see how good it is, because I've got guys that are reporting to me that are really killing it out there right now. The rates are on the rise. I mean, I don't know if you guys keep up with that. With the rates being on the rise, I think it might be very beneficial for a lot of us to really consider that, especially for us Florida guys, because my reports and my people are telling me that it's really not that difficult to get really good paying loads going to Florida. And as always, we're going to take a bath getting out. But I'm looking at it more as an aspect of possibly getting home more. This last little tour that I did, I was out 7 weeks, and that's the longest I've ever been out. I'm never going to do the 7-week thing again if I have to. But there was a lot of issues that I had to take care of. I had to get the camera in the truck, the insurance on the truck, and then I got a student. And I've always said that I stay out 4 weeks with a student. He's done. He's graduated. Congratulations, Edgar. We talked about you the other night too, but I didn't talk to him today to see if he passed. I probably should have called him, but I'm sure that he did. He got passed. I know he came down with something, but I think he's going to be okay. Chasing Ninja says, "Howdy, Miss Nicole. Glad you're talking there. She's in the house somewhere, Stephen. And you get the message about the percent. Yeah, James. So I sure did, and that's what I'm really considering. It's not really that I'm considering it. I'm going to do it as long as they offer it to me. So all my stuff is good. There's really no reason why they should turn me down, but you still have to be approved to do it. I don't know why they wouldn't approve it, but we'll find out here in a day or so. James So says he's coming to our account for the percentage pay. You're going to our account for percentage pay? Is that what you're saying? But yeah, I'm staying in Detroit and going to still work under my same guy. TJ Boulderwood says, "What's up?" So Steven's got a blackboard, or actually a whiteboard in this one. I don't want to be a racial thing here or anything like that, but he's got a whiteboard behind him with some black edges. So
No, so I went to go right and it's backwards because of my camera. I don't have like the actual thing. So next time I'll do the like headset, not a headset. It's like a different type of camera, and it's like normal. Because I was writing and I looked back and I was like, oh shit, it's backwards.
Is it really?
Yeah, look, watch.
They've never taught you to write backwards before, I guess, huh?
Nope. See that?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, so it's you guys can read that as what?
Yeah, it says James.
On my camera, it's backwards. That's why I was like,
it's perfect, dude. Yeah.
Damn it. I did the work and then erased it. Oh God. One of those days.
Go ahead. Still do it. Go ahead. It's all good. I can read these comments while you're doing it, okay?
All right, sweet.
Yeah, it's straight. Stephen, where it asks for a company, do I put my company or Swift? I don't know what you're talking about there, brother. Clarify for me, will you? I'm thinking about it once my truck is fixed. I mean, you're more than welcome to do it, James, but if you want, you can wait and see how well I do with it and then make a decision, because it's actually going to be open to everybody in April. I don't know if they offered it to you or said anything to you about it. Cracks me up. I get messages on my YouTube while I'm live. I don't they see that I'm live? Michael Shepard says, if you go to percentage, won't you get bumped from the auto loads? I was told we would. Yes, I will. I will get bumped from the auto loads, but I'm looking at it as a more of a well, let's put it this way. The guys that I've talked to are making more money than what we are as a mileage rate. And not that I don't want to train or anything, but I just think it's a smart move because a couple things. The guys I'm talking about are, they're doing like 2,000 miles instead of 3,000 miles, but they're bringing more money home than what we are. They're averaging, 2.25 a mile, on most of these loads. And me living in Florida, it gives me an option to go home more often too. So that was the other thing that I was looking at. Chris says I could read it. Okay, good deal. James So says, I am trying to get my insurance with Steve. Have you talked to James So?
Yeah, we've talked.
Okay.
It's such an irritating. It's not even his fault. It's the marketplace.
Oh, the registration, it asks for company, then title. Are you talking about the match registration? It's easy. You just put your name in and your company name. It's real easy. There's nothing to it. They don't check into anything. Just put in something. If that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it came over. Yeah, it came over the point app earlier today. So, Stephen, the floor is all yours. You can go and do what you want to do.
Sweet. Oh, before I go to the board, for Matt's, I'm going up a day early. I'll be there. I'm driving up the 24th. Then I'm going to stay in the Moxie for a night, and then go to Airbnb the next day.
You're going on the 24th? That's like a Monday, dude.
Tuesday.
Well, I'll be there the 25th, because the truck will. You need to find out when the truck needs to be there, because I think it needs to be there on Wednesday. If I'm not
I
mistaken.
think it is Wednesday as well.
Okay. Well, I'll be there Wednesday to get her in.
So, because I'm driving up the 24th, that way on the 25th, if they need like one of us to be at the, whatchamacallit, at the convention, at the convention a day early, then we'll already be there, and then we check in the Airbnb at like 2 or 3 that
Okay.
same day. So, figure I'd tell you that. Wait, I told you that, right? That was going up in a day. Yeah.
Yeah, just let me know for sure
Yeah,
what
that-
time, and make sure we know what time and everything.
Oh yeah,
it's not,
no.
it's not going to be easy getting that truck in there if the booths are all set up and shit, you know.
Oh yeah, no. I have a call with someone from it next week, and it's like onboarding, like, hey, what to expect. It's like a 15-minute call, so I might bring you on, honestly.
Yeah, bring me on with it because of the truck and everything, and I kind of want to get an idea too of when I can be released also on Saturday, kind of get some ideas. Yeah.
There we go.
Steve says, James says, Steve, I got my insurance cards in the mail already. Here you go.
Beautiful. Let's see.
It's all yours, man. I'm caught up on comments.
All right, sweet. All right, guys. Normally I do, life insurance is my bread and butter, but when I met James, it was just around open enrollment time. So that was what I was specializing in then. I didn't take my focus off anything else. It's just, hey, open enrollments November 1st to January 15th. So that was like the focus, because that's the only time people can get health insurance through Marketplace, stuff like that. So most of y'all probably think I just do health insurance. Hopefully not. I do a lot more than that. And then what I'm about to put on the board that you guys can read, that's not backwards, even though for me it still is. I don't know why. This is my bread and butter. This is what got me into the insurance game like 4.5 years ago. I don't remember. It's been forever. But there's two main types that most people will look at. There's three types, but the third type is what you guys kind of get, which is like an accidental work coverage policy. If you're an owner operator through like Swift, Ryder, who else is there, James?
Schneider, Mercer, Landstar. I mean, any company really.
Okay, cool.
Warner.
Yeah, most of them just give like 20K accidental life insurance, which means if you die in an accident, it pays out. If you don't die and it's from like, let's say a heart attack, stroke, you die from cancer, that's not gonna go anywhere. It's just gonna go right in their pocket. So these are the life insurance that actually protect you from like illness stuff, not just tripping over a rock and hitting your head and passing away. So there's two types y'all can read. I got term life, and then there's something called whole life and universal life. Whole life, universal life is pretty much the same thing, but I'll dive into it a little bit more. With term, think of it as like renting. It is only temporary. You only have it for 10, 15, 20 years, maybe 30 sometimes. And what that means is when you have the policy, once those years are up and it expires, you're no longer covered. So after 30 years, you've paid, X amount of dollars for X amount of years. You can renew that term at that new age, but it'll be more expensive because now you are 30 years older. Hopefully that makes sense to y'all, because some people don't get it, but I don't think y'all are like that. So that's usually the main. It's usually 10, 15, 20, or 30. That's usually how it goes. There's no such thing as like, whole term, whole term, where I don't know where the hell people come up with that stuff. But when it comes to term, it's basically like renting an apartment. You're covered for that 20 years. Once it's gone, and that's the end of it, right? The opposite of that is whole life, obviously, and it's in its name. Whole life. You have it for your whole life. It's lifelong, as long as like premiums are paid. So basically, you want to think as term is temporary, whole life is for your whole life. I mean, it kind of self-explanatory. Does anybody in the chat have both or one that's private or anything like that? Wait, yeah. iPhone. Yeah, that's it. Well, yeah, James, you have a term with me, so that's what yeah, you probably know that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dang. Guys, you guys are blowing up the comments. You guys don't have no. If no one's responding to the comments, that means no one has private life insurance. Is what I'm hearing.
Wow. I guess not, man.
Guess not. Y'all are driving. You guys are running around naked, basically, and could just. We always say it's like running around without clothes.
Well, one thing too, Steve, you got to understand, the trucking market was really bad the last couple of years, and guys are just now starting to get, even me, we're just now starting to get our stuff together. Things are getting better.
Yep.
Rates are starting to, not that rates really bother us with Swift, but things are starting to get a little bit more better to where we're having more loads because, for the last couple of years, it's been a struggle everywhere, not just with Swift, but any company you're at. And, people just don't have the extra cash. I mean, it's just like everything that's going on in the country right now,
Right.
But it's on the way up. I think we'll start seeing a lot of things change soon.
Well, I hope so. I've run into other truckers from like other lead vendors that we buy from, and they've been saying the same thing. That it's been tough. And I've met a few company drivers that are like, "Yeah, I'll never do owner operator because how bad it's been the last like 2-3 years." But also, I've been told it's from the illegal immigration, and that people that aren't legal citizens are taking like the lowest rates possible, and then it cuts you all out.
That's happened a lot in the last couple of years too. It's actually happened about the last 4 or 5 years. That's what's been going on.
Really?
I mean, well, yeah, because they'll work, ever since COVID. COVID really changed the trucking business. The rates went skyrocket. They, literally double and triple what they usually would be. And the illegals, moved into the country because they saw an opportunity to make a little bit of money. And they'll take, the cheap rates because they send their money home and they just keep enough for them to live and move on because they live in the trucks more or less. And they send the money home to their families. I mean, honestly, you can't fault a person for trying to make money and do and send money to their family, but they just need to do it the legal way. That's
right.
That's
and then
the issue.
The system needs to catch that. Not like I'm glad they tried, but it should just the system should recognize it and be like, oh, goodbye.
Problem is the system, and you're talking about the states and stuff. They were a part of it too. Well, not all of them, but California, Illinois, all these big blue states were a part of the criminal activity with bringing these people over, and that hasn't helped either. So JCT says I haven't been able to afford life insurance. See, that's the thing, buddy. When times turn around, and I think we're on that portion where things are going to start turning around. You really need to give Stephen a call. The whole government is involved. Period. Yeah, I agree with you. I think so too. I'm convinced of that. And I was just talking to the wife earlier about this, and I was talking to one of the other drivers about this yesterday. They can say what they want to. Me personally, and I don't know, you guys can make comments. I've not seen any DOT or any ICE interdiction, stopping trucks and, doing things. And I just I don't see where their numbers are coming out because everywhere that I go to, and I go to a lot of places, and I know a lot of you guys on here do, I've not once seen any kind of crackdown that I've seen, in person. Nowhere, not even in the state of Florida. And I live in Florida and I come through quite a bit. And they say Florida is one of the biggest states, but I've not seen shit. Craig says they get free government money to buy trucks and trailers so they can afford to run at 85 cents a mile. Yeah, in some cases it's even cheaper than 85 cents a mile. It might even be in the 50s or 60 cents a mile. To them, where they come from, whatever country they come from, that's a lot of money for them. And they can take that money back and, they can become millionaires basically in their country with the money that they get paid. That's pennies on the dollars here. But Craig's exactly right. Our government's giving them money to do these and buy these trucks. Because you always wonder, how do they spend $160,000, $170,000 on a brand new truck? And most of them are brand new trucks, and they just rag the hell out of them. It's been going on before I got into trucking in 06. Yeah, this has been going on for years. There's no doubt about it. It's just got extremely worse in the last, I don't know, right before COVID when it really got bad.
Yeah, no. Back to JCT.
Mm-hmm.
The one that he said he haven't been able to afford it. I don't know what rates you've been shown, but it was funny because the next point was that term is usually the most affordable one. So I don't know what I don't know exactly what you meant. Maybe you tried and couldn't afford it, or you think it's more expensive than it is. But like to hear more to kind of get an understanding, because everyone has different opinions or views or perspectives on it. So I just like to always try to translate it, basically. What's this one about?
I put Steven's number down in the banner down there so you guys can get in contact with him. And JCT, you might want to get in contact with him because he might have an option for you that might be reasonable. Only heard about it happening in Oklahoma. Also, DOT did a sting not too long ago on the West Coast, focusing on truck drivers. COVID only exposed it because the rates skyrocketed. Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's true. That's how we figured it out.
What, y'all? That like the normal people that are working day to day, and then you're like, oh wait, shit. Okay.
Damn. Yeah, they figured it out because the rates went so damn high. And then when the rates are high like that, and they're taking, say the rate's $4 a mile, and then wait a minute, this guy's taking that rate for 85 cents a mile. What the hell? What's this all about? Well, he's a foreigner. That's why, because he doesn't need to make as much money. His truck's paid for too because the government paid for it,
Yep. And he's on government assistance, probably. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
That's one thing when you get to the point where your truck is paid off, you can pretty much do what you want to. You can accept whatever you want to. Obviously, you don't want to do that. You want to make as much money as you can with a paid off truck, but you can get away with it a lot easier than a guy that has a truck payment.
Right. 100%, man. What was it? I was gonna say. What was it? We went down the rabbit hole of that. Help me out.
I honestly don't remember. I'm still in vacation mode, dude, to be honest with you, now that I'm home.
It was what was it? I've been getting such brain fog for like the last week, so I'm like, I'll forget the most random, the easiest things for the last couple days. What was I gonna say? And I forgot to say too, if y'all have policies too, I can review them if they're private and see what you actually have. Just to double check, hey, if you have something, and I can maybe see if I could get a better rate, so that way you guys can save more money. So that way you can do a little bit more of the things you need to do, especially with how the business is now. So if you guys have policies and you want me to review them, I can always schedule a call to go over them with you guys and then look it over, see what you got, and then see what I have in comparison. Because I work with about 40 different carriers with life insurance. So it just depends on what y'all have, what your pre-existing are, stuff like that. And then I can, give you a review and say, hey, either I can offer you a better policy that's, more affordable, more coverage, or, same coverage, less a month, or I'll tell you, hey, you're good. There's nothing, you're not going to find something better than that. And this is, I'll even show you what the closest comparison to it is, just so you can, know going forward what you got is good, or, if there's something better. So that's all. That's what I was going to say. But what was it? With life insurance, you guys might see, what was it? When I say fixed for term, all that means is it remains the same premium for the duration of the term. So if it's 10 years, 30 years, it's, if it's $50, it's $50 in 10, 20 years. So it doesn't change until you either renew or change coverage or get a completely different policy. So that would be that. Affordable low premiums, it's usually cheaper than whole life because it's, it's not permanent. So once it's a policy that's set to expire. So if it's set to expire, they're not going to charge you as much because they're not responsible for you after that term is up. So after 10, 20 years, 30 years, maybe, they're like, hey, you're good. You're not covered. So that's why we gave you a lesser rate. And that's how most insurance companies actually make their money, is from term. Because most of the terms don't pay out because most people don't die in those time periods, believe it or not. So pretty fun fact. I think it's like 98% or 97%, something like that. Term life, there's no cash value. There's no money inside the policy other than if you maybe get a critical illness or chronic illness and you can't work from stroke, cancer, heart attack. That'd be about it. But essentially, like when it comes to term life, this is mostly for people that are like young families, mortgage holders, people that want to protect assets. So I would say it's more for, mortgage asset protection. Terrible handwriting, I know. So that would be that. Does anybody have questions on it? I know it's really exciting stuff. You guys are jumping out the comments.
Yeah, we only got 15 people in here tonight. It was kind of, and this is, unfortunately, there was no way I could do a show last week because, I had too much going on with the student, getting him prepared. And when we don't do the usual days, the Thursdays and the Saturdays, this is what happens. And it happens with Michelle on Wednesday nights when we do, because we've kind of adjusted hers to Wednesday because she's always got plans on Thursdays. So when I don't do Thursdays and Saturdays, this kind of happens. And like right now, we got 15 people watching. I'll get a couple hundred watch, maybe 200-300, by Wednesday or Thursday. That'll catch a replay, but the lives usually just don't kick it. My usual people aren't in here. I mean, I've got a couple. Chris is in here and a couple others, but there's a lot of other guys. During the week, they kind of schedule their days when they're driving and stuff to Thursdays and Saturdays where they're stopped and able to watch this. So, so you saw Michelle this morning? Yeah, I texted Michelle. She never responded. Hopefully, she called the guy that I wanted her to. So I'm stacked up with some stuff for the truck show, guys. When you go, and I say stacked, I've got two Swift blankets that I'm going to give away. I think Steven's going to have some giveaways too. I don't know exactly what he's got or what he wants to talk about or reveal, but I do have a lot of things. Like I said, the truck's ready to go. I've got some banners and stuff with Michelle's name on them. Guys, make sure if you go to the truck show, make sure you stop by the booth. We're going to be real close to where the Mercer booth is. So if you need to get one of the maps or whatever, I mean, we're right across from where the Mercer booth is. And you'll get to meet Steven and myself, and you can see Steven's sharp ass line on his hair there where he gets that cut, man. I mean, I'm jealous of that cut, man. That's that sharp line, man.
It's called a Puerto Rican barber. That's what it's called.
Puerto Rican barber. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a Puerto Rican barber at one time, and I'd get it cut real short back here. And I got tired of him putting in the I Love New York thing in the back all the time.
The I Love New York.
Oh, man. That's been quite a few years ago. But
you said it's been a few years?
Yeah, those Puerto Rican barbers, they're good though, man. They'll cut you straight, man.
Oh yeah, I know. My guys.
I don't even know if they're still in business over here where I used to go all the time.
I would hope so. One can hope, right? What was it? My barber was working for like a barber shop, and then he basically just he removed himself from like that, and then he's made his own brand. So he's done pretty well. So
I had a business idea at one time. Not a barber by any means, but I would have to hire a barber to do it. Just buy like a I don't know, a Sprinter van or whatever, set up a couple barber chairs in there and just go to the auto dealerships and places like that and some of the big industrial parks and stuff. Just do haircuts in the parking lot, dude. You know what I mean? That would be a hell of a business.
Yeah, it would be. What was it? He'll be cutting me up before I go up to Kentucky, so I'll have the sharp.
By the way, I got to hook up to a barber shop there in Kentucky if we need to get in there.
No. I'll get one the day before I come up.
You don't want them to know they're covered up in snow in New York. Yeah. Right now, I left at the absolute perfect time to start heading home because London, Kentucky got slammed literally like 10 hours after I went through there last night or Saturday night. They got hammered, all that area. Detroit got hammered after I left and all the way down through in Kentucky and stuff. You getting any messages?
Yeah, I got one. I'm just
Good.
responding to it real quick.
Well, we'll keep the show kind of brief tonight. I just wanted to get Steven wanted to get on here tonight, and I wanted to make it up to him to get him on and stuff. If you guys got any questions or anything, post them up here. If you want to text Steven, his number's scrolling down there at the bottom. You want to text me or call me, my number's always down there. I get phone calls every day, every day. Even though I'm at home, I still answer the phone. I still call people back. Just shoot me a text, and guys, I'll call you back. I get 15, 20 texts a week of people wanting me to call them. So no problems. Just give me a text. I'll call you the minute that I can. And guys, I think this percentage load board is going to be good for you guys that are on the outside. I saw a lot of messages on some of the JB Hunt and the Schneider load board or Facebook pages and stuff wanting to know why everybody's going to Swift. Well, I don't think it's that everybody's going to Swift. I just think they're figuring out that the freight is here, and with the new load board and percentage and stuff, I think that's just adding another good quality thing that we have. I won't bother you at home for sure. James, you're welcome to call me anytime. You got some special circumstances going on, and I just want to make sure you got things straight. Um, and again, James, I think that load board is going to be good. If you're able to get on it, if I was you, I think I would try to jump on it because the guys that are showing me stuff and telling me stuff, and they've got no reason to tell me anything wrong, and everybody's consecutive. All their stuff has been right on the money. I mean, every single one of them has been right there at the same. What about you, Craig? Have you heard anything about it? Do you have anything you wanted to say in anything at all? I mean, we can
Uh,
go as long as you want to, Stephen. I just it's not a lot of people in here,
no, that's fine. Um,
and that's my fault, dude. Honestly,
yeah,
we should have did this live on Thursday, but there was just no way I could get it done, get him finished.
no, there
We
was
were
no way I could have done
hammered,
Thursday either. That was
buddy.
bad.
We drove like 1,300 miles on Thursday, dude, between the two of us.
No thanks.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Thursday wouldn't have worked because I was sick all day, and then I didn't respond to you till like Friday or Saturday, I think. Oh, I got someone that texted me.
All right, guys. If anybody has any questions, I don't guess Craig's still on here. He might have got off. Anybody got any questions? Pop them up here. If not, we'll get off here in about 4 or 5 minutes. Hey guys, by the way, check out. I'm gonna put, like I said, I'm gonna put a couple videos up here while I'm at home. Definitely gonna do the walk around on the truck. And I want to do a recruiting video. I haven't done one in a while. There's a lot of things that are slipping through the cracks, and guys, I've got to change my ways on stuff. I want to be there and I want to help everybody that I possibly can. But just like I said in the live the other night on Saturday, I'm only one person, and it's really hard to help everybody. I need to concentrate and help on the guys that are actually putting my name down on their applications for referrals, because those are the guys that went through the channels the right way. I tell you guys, please put my name down, I'll help you out. I'm getting calls from guys that have been here for a month or even 2 months and saying they're struggling, that they can't make it, and come to find out they didn't put my name on the application, and I'm still helping them anyways. That's fine and dandy, I don't mind doing it, but it's just, what do you do? Do you help the guy that put your name down on the application, or do you help the guy that did put your name? So it's kind of a thing to where I'm only one person, and then training too just adds another aspect to everything. I got to concentrate on the guys that do. So Craig says, I'm here, took a call. What did I miss? Now, Craig, I was just asking you if you heard anything about the new percentage load board. I'm hearing all good things. I'm hearing guys are doing, 2 and 250 a mile, and bringing more money home than what we are as the mileage rate guys. Is that what you're hearing too? Johnny Matthews says no percentage on Mopar account. Yeah, I understand that. I'll have to go off the Mopar account. Absolutely. It'd be OTR only. I'm hearing good things too. Yeah, I am too. And again, like I said, Johnny, I'm probably going to leave the Mopar account to go to percentage because I'm hearing really good things. And once again, I got to be accepted on it too, because right now they're only taking a certain amount of people, and I think they will, but I'll find out more in the next day or two. Yeah, I heard the rates are good too. Rates on every board is going up right now. Everything's going up. And when the rates go up, it's going to help all of us. It's going to help us out. It's going to help Steven out because more people are going to want to get truck insurance. Or not truck insurance, but health insurance. Um, I think we're going to really rock out this truck show. You're going to get a lot of business, Steve. I really feel really good about it.
I think so too. I think it'll be fun. I want to ask you something. Did you watch
Yeah.
Did you watch the hockey game yesterday?
Nah, I didn't have time, man.
What a beaut.
Yeah, I'm not much of a hockey fan. I mean, I do watch it sometimes. I'm just not a. I played many years ago in high school and stuff, but I kind of lost interest in it years ago. It's a hard sport to play, man.
I'm not mad. I'm just a little disappointed. That's all.
You're not mad, you said?
I said I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, well, the USA won, didn't they?
Yeah, we won.
Okay. What do you?
So
What do you mad?
No, you don't follow hockey as much anymore.
Oh no, I just, buddy, I don't even really follow NFL as much as I really want to. I'm busy, man. You know, people, they don't understand, what it takes to do this, man, to do live shows and drive a truck and train and recruit and talk to 30 different people a week. And, by the end of the day, every day, my voice is gone. I'm sure yours is too. My voice is gone. Just from talking to people, and it's repeating the same thing and I'm sure you do too, because you got to be consistent and you got to tell them, what's really here. And that's what you do too.
Exactly.
But,
and then shit like this too.
mm-hmm.
But with Matt's, I forgot to say too. We're bringing a mini fridge and then a cooler. That's what's it? They're two separate things. So it's going to be like there's like 3 big giveaways we're doing. It's like a headset, a mini fridge, and then a cooler.
Have you bought the mini fridge yet?
We bought everything.
Okay, which mini fridge did you get? Did you get a double door one, like a dorm size one?
Yeah, dorm. Yeah.
Okay. Is it a double door?
Yeah, double door.
Okay, perfect. That's kind of what most drivers want.
It's like 1.5 feet wide ish. I think it's like 20 inches wide, 28 inches tall, or something like that.
Okay. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be pulling the cabinet out that I have in my truck, and I'm going to be putting in a full size fridge too.
Oh yeah. Well, well, I guess I could tell everybody on the live how it's going to work. So when you enter the raffle, there'll be like a QR code, and then you'll get texted like a ticket number. It'll be like a 6-digit ticket number, and then it gets announced all the winners get announced on the last day at like a certain time. So if you get a health insurance or life insurance policy through our brokerage, you get 5 ticket numbers. And if you just want to enter, it's 1. So if you get a policy, you get 5. So you have 5 times, the chance of getting something like that.
So you're not going to have a big spinning wheel to do all that?
No.
All right. Well, your little QR code little system you got then I'm going to have to piggyback off your all stuff to give these Swift blankets away.
It's to track. Like we're telling people, hey, like you do not have to do this, but we are taking your information down. We're not selling it. We're keeping it for our own storage, and
Gotcha.
Yeah, we legally have to tell people that. So.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool.
Anyone got any questions? Well, I guess we can end this if you want to. Got 19 people in here. We'll give it about another 2 minutes, and we'll call it. We'll be right at about 45 minutes or so. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Matt's, man. I got a bunch of people going. Supposedly, I know Chris is going. Let's see, Nick's gonna probably go. I got about 5 or 6 people that are going.
You got what?
I got about 5 or 6 people going.
To what?
I got
Our
yeah, to our show.
sweet.
There's going to be a lot more, I'm sure, once they figure it out. I got 2 other YouTubers that I'm trying to help out. Hopefully they'll jump on board and join what I got. So we got Carl Brady here. You weren't lying about trailer hunting. 3 locations and a Mac 22 later, still hunting. Hope they didn't give me a service failure. Yeah, they're not going to give you a service failure because of trailer situations. And yeah, Carl, where are you at? Maybe I might have a solution for you. Or why don't you text me here after the show? Tell me where you're at. I might have a solution for you, depending on where you're at. There's a few places you can kind of scram to go get that are kind of open market, I guess.
There we go.
Did you get a couple texts tonight out of this?
Yeah, I got 2. So
good. Every time, huh? Every time you get contacts, that's good.
I would say so. That doesn't always result in anything. I'll get people that'll message me and then I'll never hear from them again.
That's how it is with me too with recruiting. You know, you'll tell people everything and then you'll never hear another word. Getting ready to be at Hattiesburg via planners. I don't have any secrets in Hattiesburg. I don't know any place there. Did you get on the app there to see Freightbox? Did you see if there's any trailers that way? You can just scan the thing on Freightbox. The QR scanner. Well, Steve, good to have you on, buddy. If you need anything, give me a holler. We'll see what happens towards the end of the week. I might holler at you if we go to Orlando. I don't know if we're going or not, but maybe we can catch up. But you got to get over what you got before we even come close to you. Do you hear me?
What?
What you got going on?
Yeah, maybe we can.
You know, I don't want to be anywhere near somebody that has AIDS. You know what I mean? Yeah, 2 at my drop, but both were still loaded. Yeah, that happens all the time too. All right, Steve, you got anything closing? You want to end it?
No, that's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming in tonight. I know it was kind of wasn't really a notice at all. I just kind of posted it and we went with it. But that's kind of what I do with Steven. Just nobody really wants to hear things about health insurance, even though you need to. We just kind of surprise you guys, and I don't put any big headers in the text or anything like that. But it's the only way I can get you guys to come in. And once you come in and you start listening, you kind of hear what we have to say, and it kind of works out. So. All right, Steven, I'll give you a ring, buddy. And
sounds like fun. Thanks for having me as always, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys, all you guys for coming in.
See you.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.